Tonight, welcome relief. The Reserve Bank moves to cut the official cash rate after leaving mortgage holders hanging last month. The state government under fire over shocking reports of leaks, mould and excrement coming from Sir Charles Gardner Hospital. Devastating damage to Ningaloo Reef, an ocean heatwave causing widespread bleaching. The new fleet of RAC rescue choppers rolled out with greater capacity to help save lives around the state. And a saintly surprise, could a rival steal Harley Reid from the Eagles for $25 million?
This is 10 News Perth with Natalie Forrest.
Good evening, thanks for your company. The nation's big four banks have moved swiftly to pass on interest rate cuts in the wake of the RBA's decision to slash the official cash rate by 25 basis points. After defying economists and keeping rates on hold last month, the board now says inflation appears to be sustainably on a downward path.
Nearly half of all adult Australians has a mortgage. Today, sweet relief.
This is very welcome relief for millions of Australians.
I can use my money on something else, not just on a mortgage.
The Reserve Bank has cut the cash rate from 3.85% to 3.6%, saving around $70 a month on a $500,000 mortgage. On the average mortgage, well north of $600,000, the saving will be more.
This means 3 interest rate cuts in the space of 6 months. It means the lowest interest rates for more than 2 years.
The Reserve Bank says rates should continue gradually to ease, in part to balance trouble overseas.
We expect global growth to slow over the rest of the year and into 2026 as impacts from higher tariffs and broader policy uncertainty weigh on activity.
2.5 years after inflation hit nearly 8%, the dragon is back in its cave.
The board's now cut the cash rate by 75 basis points since February this year.
From the opposition,
living standards will continue to be a problem in Australia as the cost of everything goes up.
The cut will likely do little for housing affordability, with first home buyers, unless they have parents helping out, increasingly left in the cold.
If history's any guide, savings from interest rate cuts very quickly get added to property prices, which means today's news is good for people with a mortgage. It may mean less to those still trying to get in.
It is good for retailers. People have more money to spend, but even there's a rub. For the past year, people have been saving more. On that trend, spare cash is as likely to head for bank accounts as the shopping centre. Hugh Remington, 10 News.
Pressure is mounting on the WA government over the state of our health system following reports of human excrement, leaks and mould in a major metro hospital. While the Premier and his ministers insist the findings are a beat-up, the opposition says the government's got its priorities wrong.
One heck of a mess for a government which insists its health system's not in the toilet.
Just recently, we've had an overflow of faecal matter in the ground floor, and while we've got patients waiting in the waiting room, the smell is going through the whole department.
Hundreds of work orders reportedly lodged with maintenance crews at Sir Charles Gardner Hospital, including water leaks near expensive equipment and power outlets and flooding in the ICU, as well as consistent complaints about mould.
Probably 3 years ago, we've had mould with actual mushrooms growing out of our ceiling.
The government was on the defensive, denying reports of radiation leakage.
There was no radioactive waste. That's what leaked. That's what I was advised. So I need to put this on the record. Were any surgeries cancelled, diverted or delayed as a result of this? The advice is no.
They are putting people's lives at risk.
The opposition accused of fear-mongering.
This man is a risk to patients' lives, Mr Speaker. He says don't go to hospital, scaring Western Australians.
Through the 9 years of this Labor government, he has either been Health Minister, Deputy Premier or Premier. He needs to take responsibility, and he needs to start by saying sorry.
The opposition's also accusing the government of using its new surrogacy laws, which were tabled in Parliament today, as a diversionary tactic to bury the issues at Sir Charles Gardner Hospital.
That's a disgraceful accusation to make.
Jessica Hayes, 10 News.
WA's prized coastline is facing a serious existential threat following a record-breaking marine heatwave. Alarming research revealing coral reefs in our north have copped the worst bleaching they've seen, with 60% of coral impacted.
WA's vibrant coral reefs, once a selling point, now a global warming wake-up call.
There is no hope for them to be as they have been 10 or 20 years ago. We are seeing them change. We will lose a large amount of biodiversity. We will lose a large number of corals.
A string of surveys up our coast have found the worst coral bleaching WA has ever seen, caused by a record-breaking marine heatwave over summer.
We've certainly had marine heatwaves and significant coral bleaching in Western Australia in the past, but we've never had a situation where we've had it over such a large spatial extent, or the intensity or the duration that it's occurred this year.
Off northern WA at Ashmore Reef, up to 60% of the coral was affected. In and around Rolly Shoals was hardest hit, but even WA's prized Ningaloo Reef couldn't escape the damage.
They can recover given a chance. We know, generally speaking, that it takes about a decade for a reef to recover from a severe bleaching event. But unfortunately, what we're seeing now is that bleaching events are happening every few years.
Scientists will now continue to analyse the extent of the bleaching into next year, but say even with new technologies and the hope of a global solution, our reefs will never be the same.
And that reef is dying because ministers in this government are too gutless to stand up to companies like Woodside.
The Greens taking aim at our state government, the only one without a 2030 emissions target.
It's important to focus on action necessarily than specific targets, and that's what we're doing. We're doing a lot.
Grace Armstrong, 10 News.
The grieving husband of a nurse fatally run down by an off-road electric motorbike in Perth's north has described his heartache. In a statement released this afternoon, John Harris said the loss of his dear wife Shelley was both a shock and a tragedy, adding she was an excellent nurse, admired, respected and loved by so many of her colleagues. The 59-year-old was struck by the unregistered bike while walking in an Edgewater park late last month. The 17-year-old charged over her death is due back in court in October. Anthony Albanese has accused the Israeli PM of being in denial about the consequences of the war in Gaza. Our Prime Minister is saying frustration with the Israeli government contributed to Australia's decision to recognise a Palestinian state.
Building on Australia's historic move to recognise Palestinian statehood,
the international community is saying enough is enough.
Anthony Albanese today revealing frustration with the Israeli government added to his decision after a phone call with Benjamin Netanyahu last week, accusing him of being
in denial about the consequences that are occurring for innocent people.
This is a very welcome but very small step, but it won't feed people and it won't stop the bombs.
Israel's president claims it's a reward for terror, a prize for the enemies of freedom, liberty and democracy. From former Prime Minister Scott Morrison, it will prove a hollow gesture. None should take any comfort in it. The only winner is Hamas. The coalition's vowing to revoke recognition.
I want to make this very clear. We would never have made this decision.
It would be better if our political opponents played a more constructive role.
The attempted political pathway to peace on the other side of the world has splintered domestic politics here, creating a deeper divide on an already contentious issue. The opposition argues recognition should only happen at the end of a peace process. The federal government sought assurance Hamas would have no role in future governance, but is struggling to explain how the Palestinian Authority will follow through on its commitments to demilitarise and hold elections.
There is a lot of reform of the Palestinian Authority which is required. We are clear-eyed about that.
I think what Australia has really done is put the Palestinian Authority on notice that this is the expectation.
The French president welcomes Australia joining the momentum, but it's the United States the coalition's concerned about.
By doing this, the Prime Minister breaks with our closest ally.
Just cannot continue into the future without an end point.
Chloe Boris, 10 News.
US President Donald Trump has announced he's taking back America's capital, ordering the National Guard to clean up crime and homelessness on the streets of Washington, D.C. It sparked fierce backlash from critics who say the president is overstepping his authority.
They're some of America's most vulnerable people, now facing an even more uncertain future.
Today we're formally declaring a public safety emergency. This is an emergency. This is a tragic emergency.
President Trump today promising to evict the homeless from the nation's capital, placing DC's police department under federal control and deploying the National Guard.
Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs and homeless people, and we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it.
His comments come even as police data shows crime is down 26% from last year, while murders are down 12%.
This is not about crime. This is about control. This is not about public safety. This is about power.
Some DC residents protested the move, while homeless people like 56-year-old Flagette Rippey said her community was being unfairly targeted.
Give us a home. How about that? How about just giving people that need a home inside? Then we'd be inside. You just want to just throw us to the rats.
Federal agents from the FBI and other agencies are already patrolling city streets, raising concerns about the use of federal resources.
Taking FBI agents off of organized crime cases, terrorism and other kinds of cases to do street patrols, that's not the best use of a highly trained FBI agent.
Trump has 30 days to get his clampdown done before he has to hand back control or try and have his DC takeover passed into law. In the United States, Catherine Firkin, 10 News.
The next generation of rescue helicopters is in full flight, with the world's biggest and best taking to WA skies. They're 40% faster and travel 300 kilometres further than the previous fleet, the biggest upgrade in 2 decades.
Ocean rescues far offshore and delicate retrievals in rugged terrain. Complex operations made possible with the next generation of RAC rescue choppers.
They are the latest and the greatest. They are seen as the best helicopter for search and rescue capability in the world.
And the full fleet is now in full flight, with the third Leonardo AW139 taking to the WA skies.
What these aircraft do is lift the quality of our support, our service to our pilots and our flight crew to the absolute best in the country.
They're 30% bigger than the previous fleet, go 40% faster and 300 kilometres further, able to fly to Albany and back without refuelling, with the most advanced rescue technology and equipment.
The camera help us look for people out in the ocean or out in the bush. The hoist that we have on the right-hand side's got 80 metres of cable, so if we can't land, then we can hoist down the paramedic to them and then bring them back on board.
These helicopters were built in Italy, but the fit-out was done here in Perth using local manufacturers with equipment specifically suited to search and rescue operations in WA.
We're always going to remote places where people surf, fish, ride their dirt bikes, ride their mountain bikes.
The biggest upgrade in 22 years.
We've kind of gone from the Hilux to the 300 series.
Lee Steele, 10 News.
Time to get an early look at sport with Lockie Reid, and the Eagles have been thrown another curveball.
Yeah, they certainly have. Nat, another club has upped the ante in the chase for Harley Reid. The new figure is $25 million. Plus Baker's Delight, the first Eagle, who will get a captaincy dress rehearsal. And who's the boss? The NBA's #1 man, proving already he's not to be messed with. Heaps of sport coming your way, Nat. I'm sure you're very excited about it all.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, love. Still to come on 10 News Perth. Freeway crash, the hunt for a driver after a rollover in Perth's north. And Aussie travellers are flying high, why domestic carriers can't keep pace with demand.
Survivor, Australia versus the world. It's like the Olympics as Survivor.
I'm coming in hot with this dad bod. I mean for the world title.
It's like Survivor on steroids.
Sweet little baby obvious think they know how to play Survivor. They're so cute.
This is Australia versus the world.
Survivor starts 7 o'clock Sunday on 10.
How do you define greatness? Is it just about a win on the punt? Or is it something more? Something that can't be replicated on one of these.
Because when it comes to having a great night out, it's about the friends you share it with.
If you need it, Geraldton Parts has got it in the big green shed on Floors Road. Proudly family owned for over 20 years, they've got welding supplies, batteries, air tools, hand tools, trailer parts, paints, hoses and fittings, auto electrical, safety equipment and more. Stocking big brands like Teng Tools, SP Tools, Nepex and T&D Tools. Plus everything for your next project. Fasteners and fittings, ropes and chains, gas struts, V-belts, oils, filters, grease and more. If you need it, Geraldton Parts has got it in the big green shed on Floors Road.
One magnificent dark fish.
One magnificent $903 note. It's the extra that H&R Block got me.
This tax time, don't do it all yourself. Switch to H&R Block.
Looks legit.
And you could get more for sure.
Whether you need to break it, grab it, screen it or crush it, Total Rock Braking is the solution. Our cutting-edge hydraulic attachments deliver unrivaled performance. Trust us for reliable products, impeccable sales support and expert servicing.
What is a homemaker centre? A place to dream? A place to be inspired? A place to mix and match? A place to connect? A place to grow closer? A place to make a home. With over 65 stores, we've got everything you need to centre your home. Homemaker Centre Bunbury.
It's interest rates decision day and the rates have come down. We speak to the Treasurer. What does it mean for you? 10 News Plus next.
Police are hunting for a driver after a rollover in Perth's north overnight. Officers were called to a crash on the Mitchell Freeway northbound at Currumbine around 2:45 this morning. When they arrived, they found a white Kia Carnival van which had struck a barrier and rolled onto its roof. The driver had left the scene before emergency services got there. Police are investigating and urging anyone with information or dashcam to come forward. The Aussie public is flying high with domestic travel back to pre-COVID levels. A new ACCC report has found while we need more seats, prices have remained stable and there was some good news for those who love to be on time.
Flying into Sydney, were you on time today?
Not today.
6-month-old Henry and his family had their fingers crossed for their domestic connection. And here's the good news. On-time domestic flights hit a 3-year high in April, topping 82%.
Reliability was better. We did see on-time performance back better than what it was pre-COVID.
And in even better news,
prices are about the same as what it was last year.
Our consumer watchdog's annual industry report finding average domestic airfares in June were up just 0.8% on last year. While everything else has become more expensive, jet fuel prices fell by more than 12%. The number of cancelled domestic flights also remained low. Virgin just 1.6%, Qantas pulling up the tail end. Strong demand in domestic travel has been peaking since April, when there was that rare trifecta, Anzac Day, Easter and school holidays, all in the 1 month.
The travelling public have returned to the skies. We are seeing passenger numbers back at pre-pandemic levels.
In June this year, 2.3% more passengers flew than the same time last year. But seat capacity did not keep up with increased demand since Tiger Air left our skies. All eyes on this flying koala taking on the flying kangaroo.
Koala Airlines? Well, we're the sitting experts, you see. I mean, Koala is planning to have planes flying in 2026 and, yeah, they need our help.
Ali Donaldson, 10 News.
Firefighters are stepping up their industrial action as they battle the state government for a better pay deal. Today, trucks parked up at Parliament House to join the campaign.
Risking their lives to protect our state. Fire crews from Perth's inner suburbs this morning turning out to Parliament House, fired up and fighting for better conditions.
We're just here to fight for what we deserve. We think our pay has just been gradually slipping away, and we find now that other industries are well above us.
We basically just want to get paid like every other state government worker, same level, and just to bring our allowances up in line with what's fair and reasonable.
We've been a pretty silent sort of a workforce for a really long period of time. The time for some action on that is now.
After months of negotiations, the union maintain firefighters are overworked and underpaid, claiming their current agreement doesn't reflect their increased workplace risks.
Presumptive legislation recognises that we're more likely to get cancer, we're more likely to have post-traumatic stress injury.
The state government says it's negotiating in good faith.
There's a range of matters that they're interested in, and they're all being considered and worked through as part of the process.
Firefighters will escalate their campaign tomorrow morning, targeting Perth's busiest roads, with crews expected to occupy freeway pedestrian bridges to rally community support.
I'm really proud of everything that they do, but they need some recognition from this building to be able to say we hear you.
Abby Bruce, 10 News.
Time for the weather now with Bo Pearson. Bo, we got an early taste of spring today.
Yeah, Nat, we certainly did. Plenty of sunshine, a beautiful, warm, sunny winter's day. Our warmest temperature in 75 days, in fact. Our minimum was still chilly, though. It got to 5 degrees this morning. Our maximum then hit 24, 5 degrees above average. Right now, it is still 22 in the city. Cool minimums for the best part across WA. Warmer to start along the coast and lovely sunshine for most of the metro area. It got to 24 degrees in Guildford. Across the state today, plenty of sun and warmth across the board. Carnarvon hit 30, way above its August average, and it was 34 degrees in Broome, and the warmest in WA was Mandorah, which got to 37. The synoptic chart shows after all that sunshine, we can expect a cold front to roll through the southwest of the state later tomorrow and then through remaining southern parts on Thursday before another ridge will develop over the south of the state from Friday. Nat, it'll still be warm tomorrow before the rain starts again, but I'll be back with all the details at 5 to 6.
We will see you then. Thank you, Bo. Up next on 10 News Perth. Lucky escape, how the pilot and passengers walked away from this plane crash. And a dramatic collision at sea. A Navy warship smashes into a Coast Guard vessel.
I want the world title of Sole Survivor. I'm a Survivor legend. I played Survivor 3 times and I won twice.
Tony!
I won $3 million. But I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the glory.
Brace yourself, Tony. You're going up against Australia's best.
Nobody has been a more powerful player than me. Nobody. All right.
Survivor, Australia versus the world.
Starts Sunday on 10.
Tired of boring old pans that don't cook correctly? Why settle for ordinary food when you can create gourmet food like a MasterChef? Introducing Stone Hybrid Stainless Steel Cookware with a non-stick hybrid stainless surface that's so advanced, cooking has never been easier. All the performance and safety of stainless steel, all the durability of cast iron, and all the ease of non-stick. The secret is the advanced stainless steel matrix that is laser etched, and the bellies are filled with a super non-stick coating for a revolutionary surface that turns burnt problem cheese into a delicious quesadilla. No stick. Better tasting chicken breast, tender and moist, no added oil. Gently grill your fish with crispy skin results and no sticking. Stone cookware is suitable for all cooktops and engineered for even heating and no hot spots. So you're guaranteed the perfect steak, perfectly cooked, time after time after time. And this is the only pan we know that even if your food does stick, there's nothing to worry about, because we only recommend to use these steel utensils to cook and clean in this cookware. Plus, it's oven safe up to 260 degrees Celsius, so you can bake, roast and toast like never before. And so versatile, almost anyone can crisp, sear, saute and fry, just like a MasterChef. And when you're done, just scrape it out and put it in the dishwasher. Similar high-quality sets are expensive, but forget about that, as here today you can get our 3-piece set with a free wok or free saute pan for only $199.99, or a single 20cm pan to try first, normally $59, now only $39.99. We guarantee you'll be able to cook food that looks like this or your money back. So go online now to Stone Dine or call now to take advantage of this great offer.
Boating, camping, fishing is BCF and fun. Exactly what that means will change for everyone. Bushweed's fun, crushing ice, fun, worries none. Boating, camping, fishing is BCF and fun. Hey!
At Yes Approved Finance, we believe every dream is within reach. Whether it's your first car, a family caravan, the boat you've always wanted, or you need a truck, we're here to help.
Yes Approved Finance?
Yes Approved Finance.
Get Yes Approved today. Our easy, fast and personalised finance solutions mean you get approved and get moving faster than you think. Yes Approved Finance. Financing your lifestyle. Visit Yes Approved Finance at yesapproved.com.au.
Turn your Tuesday into Tuesday with Domino's Tuesday deals. Like large value pizzas from just $6.
Yeah! Tuesday, baby!
$6 pizzas every Tuesday at Domino's.
What's the definition of luck right now?
Will her dream deal
Do not jinx it.
become a nightmare? Tonight on 10.
Watch and stream free.
Condemnation is growing of Israel's killing of an Al Jazeera news crew. The United Nations joining several more countries calling it out as a grave breach of international law. The men have been laid to rest as Israel's forces continue to ramp up attacks against suspected Hamas targets.
Draped in a Palestinian flag and his press-branded body armour, Al Jazeera journalist Anas al-Sharif is laid to rest. He's one of 6 journalists killed by Israel in a strike on Gaza City. 5 were from the same Al Jazeera news crew. Israel claims al-Sharif was a terrorist, but has said nothing of the others, simply brushing aside their deaths as collateral damage.
I think the Israel government doesn't have any shame in admitting that it's targeting journalists.
Since the start of the war, at least 242 journalists have been killed in Gaza. That's more than in both world wars, Vietnam, the wars in former Yugoslavia, and the war in Afghanistan combined. At Al Jazeera's Doha headquarters, staff paid tribute to their colleagues live on air and vowed to keep reporting the situation as they see it, but that situation only keeps getting worse. With 2 Israeli strikes killing at least 15 people, mostly children, and all but 3 from the same family. Without local Gazan journalists, these images would not be seen.
The only conclusion that you can come to is to behave like this is that Israel is behaving like this because it has something to hide.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has promised to allow foreign journalists into Gaza, but likely only with an IDF escort and only to sites Israel wants the world to see. Scenes like this unlikely to be on any official tour. In London, Patrick Murrell, 10 News.
President Trump appears to be tempering expectations for his upcoming meeting with Vladimir Putin, saying it will be a feel-out meeting rather than full-scale ceasefire talks. During a rambling press conference in which he twice said he was going to Russia for the Alaska meeting, the president revealed he'll try to get back some of the territory lost by Ukraine, but he also revealed he may walk away and let both sides keep fighting.
I'm going to meet with President Putin, and we're going to see what he has in mind. And I may say, lots of luck, keep fighting, or I may say we can make a deal.
Both Ukraine and the European Union have said they will not agree to a deal if Kyiv is not involved in the negotiations. A pilot and passengers have walked away from a terrifying plane crash at a Montana airport. Huge fireballs erupted when the small private plane veered out of control after landing, crashing into at least one other parked plane. Burning aviation fuel spread across the runway. The planes were left charred shells. The pilot and 3 passengers were able to get out before the explosion. 2 were treated for minor injuries. A Chinese warship and the Chinese Coast Guard have collided with each other while chasing a Philippines patrol boat, causing heavy damage. Vision of the smash was released by the Philippines government and shows both ships weaving about dangerously. The incident came to a head when one ship failed to give way, the Chinese Coast Guard ploughing into the side of the warship. It happened in the South China Sea, with China accusing the Philippines patrol boat of forcibly intruding into its waters. The seaway remains disputed. This is 10 News live from Perth, still to come. Perth Zoo celebrates its last World Elephant Day before Putramas packs his trunk and heads east. And one of footy's worst kept secrets confirmed: Snoop Dogg AFL at the MCG.
It's the MasterChef Grand Finale.
There's a lot riding on this.
This is the time for me to shine.
Who will win?
You are the winner of MasterChef!
Find out 7:30 tonight on 10.
Watch and stream free.
What is a homemaker centre? A place to dream, a place to be inspired, a place to mix and match, a place to connect, a place to grow closer, a place to make a home. With over 65 stores, we've got everything you need to centre your home. Homemaker Centre Bunbury.
Preston Power Equipment, the power you need to get the job done. Preston Power Equipment, the power you need to get the job done.
At Yes Approved Finance, we believe every dream is within reach. Whether it's your first car, a family caravan, the boat you've always wanted, or you need a truck, we're here to help.
Yes Approved Finance?
Yes Approved Finance.
Get Yes Approved today. Our easy, fast and personalised finance solutions mean you get approved and get moving faster than you think. Yes Approved Finance. Financing your lifestyle. Visit Yes Approved Finance at yesapproved.com.au.
Stop stressing.
It's not a good look to rock up late, you know?
You know we're not going to be the last ones to arrive.
Yeah, but we should already be there.
There are 2 fatalities in the vehicle.
Speeding shatters your excuses. Authorised by the State Government, Perth.
Too hot? Too cold? Too noisy? Too bright? Can't sleep? Feeling unsafe?
Let us come to you to recommend a roller shutter solution.
Southern shutters are the ones to see.
Discover Oztec Illusions, where art comes to life through skilled hands. Immerse yourself in the beauty of handcrafted wonders, meticulously created right here in Western Australia. With a deep commitment to craftsmanship, our pieces are not only fabulous one-of-a-kind statement pieces, but also beautiful collections of decor for the home and garden. With fire pits and garden arches, ornaments, sundials, bird baths and more. Explore our collection at oztekillusions.com.au. Everything you need is under one roof at Hare & Forbes Machinery House. Like the Bodor Laser Series, designed to increase productivity in your business and delivering precision, efficiency and reliability with every use. Available now at Hare & Forbes Machinery House, Kewdale.
Find the heart of your home with a brand new kitchen from eKitchens. Premium brands such as Laminex, Polytech, Durapal and Bloom. Our custom-made cabinets can be delivered either flat-packed or pre-assembled. We also plant a tree for every kitchen sold, helping us grow a more sustainable future. Visit a showroom and speak to our friendly staff in Osborne Park, Joondalup, Midland, Forestdale and Bunbury. eKitchens. Kitchens made easy. Rates decision day and the rates have come down. We speak to the Treasurer. What does it mean for you? All the details and analysis on 10 News Plus coming up next.
Tonight's top stories: the Reserve Bank Board has voted to cut the official cash rate by 25 basis points, saying inflation appears to be on a downward path. Australia's big four banks have moved quickly to pass on the cuts. Pressure is mounting on the state government to fix its struggling health system, with reports of human excrement, leaks and mould at Sir Charles Gardner Hospital. The Premier insists it's beat up, but the opposition claims it's a system in catastrophic failure. And alarming research has found WA's northwest coast is facing a serious threat from a record-breaking marine heatwave over summer. Rising ocean temperatures led to coral reefs suffering the worst coral bleaching in its state's history. An inquiry into WA's state election has found budget cuts were to blame for inadequate staff numbers. The independent probe followed criticisms of long wait times and some polling places running out of ballot papers. The report, which was tabled in Parliament today, made a raft of recommendations, including that the decision to outsource the recruitment of staff to independent recruitment agency Purcell Kelly be reconsidered.
Incredibly concerning, and this is why the Premier acted really quickly to instigate this special inquiry. We can't have those kind of things happen at the scale they happened in a well-functioning democracy.
The government's given in-principle support for all but one of the recommendations. There's a new twist on a tale as old as time, with Disney's Beauty and the Beast teaming up with Aspect and the Autism Association of WA to announce a special relaxed performance in Perth. The show's been modified to include sensory sensitivities and make the hit show accessible and inclusive for everyone to enjoy. Audience members are encouraged to be themselves, make sounds, move around or use noise-cancelling headphones, with a dedicated quiet room for anyone who needs it. Tickets are on sale for the September 21st performance. A bittersweet celebration at Perth Zoo today for their last remaining Asian elephant on World Elephant Day. Putramas is in crate training ahead of a jumbo transport mission across the Nullarbor, where he'll head to his forever home in South Australia in late spring. The 35-year-old is set to be reunited with Permai and the rest of the herd at Minato Safari Park, closing a century-old chapter of elephants in the West. One of the AFL's worst-kept secrets has been confirmed, with US hip-hop legend Snoop Dogg to perform at the MCG on Grand Final Day. The league says it could be the best pre-game extravaganza yet, despite concerns he may not fit with the game's family-friendly atmosphere.
A different kind of West Coast on Grand Final Day.
100,000 fans and the best two teams. And your boy, Big Snoop D-O-double-G at the MCG.
One of football's worst-kept secrets confirmed. Snoop Doggy Dogg will drop it like it's hot on the last Saturday in September. The AFL will fork out about $5 million to bring the gin and juice star to Melbourne.
We spoke to a number of acts, but when it became clear that Snoop might be available, he was absolutely the number one on our list.
The hip-hop legend is no stranger to the sporting stage, performing at the Paris Olympics closing ceremony last year and the 2022 Super Bowl. Following in the footsteps of one-time collaborator Katy Perry.
Katy, my lady. Look at here, baby.
Snoop Dogg, whose real name is Calvin Brodus Jr., has an extensive rap sheet. He was accused of murder in 1993 but was acquitted and has a string of drug and gun convictions. He was banned from entering Australia in 2007 after failing a character test, but that decision was later reversed. He last toured Australia in 2023. Andrew Dillon says there's no concern about his lyrical content.
He's got, sort of family-friendly ways of doing that.
I don't think he's suitable for all the patrons that will be attending.
He's one of the legends of, the rapping, and he has inspired the next generation and so forth. I'm really excited for that.
An Aussie act to support Snoop Dogg will be announced closer to the big day, and the AFL won't reveal whether it's a solo act or a band. But Mike Brady is locked in to perform his AFL anthems before the first bounce. He once wore a Suns jumper, but who does the big dog support?
He's got a team, the Western Bulldogs. I think his favourite player was Bailey Smith, but he was a bit flat. He left and went to the Cats.
Can't wait to see y'all in September.
Sam Mills, 10 News.
Interesting choice. Time for sport now with Lockie Reid, and Lock the Eagles have a new captain.
Yo, Nat, absolutely. No Duncan Allen and McGovern available means a new skipper. Also, how St Kilda are trying to outbid West Coast for Harley Reid. And it's more than just a hit and giggle. This WA man-made golf course has a royal flavour to it.
Surprise, mother trucker! King of the Jungle is back, baby! There is a long list of things that you haven't even seen me do yet.
Luke takes on the world's best. Sunday on 10.
At Yes Approved Finance, we believe every dream is within reach. Whether it's your first car, a family caravan, the boat you've always wanted, or you need a truck, we're here to help.
Yes Approved Finance?
Yes Approved Finance.
Get Yes Approved today. Our easy, fast and personalised finance solutions mean you get approved and get moving faster than you think. Yes Approved Finance. Financing your lifestyle. Visit Yes Approved Finance at yesapproved.com.au.
How do you define greatness? Is it just about a win on the punt? Or is it something more? Something that can't be replicated on one of these.
Because when it comes to having a great night out, it's about the friends you share it with.
No matter where you are, Bunning Straight is here to help. Will called me up to put together a quote for him. We are here to help. We are just onto it.
I can call Trade Assist or I can just jump online. Doesn't matter how big the job is, they always get back to me with a quick quote. Trade Assist just works for me.
It's that time of year again. Get ready for the Wheatbelt's best day out, the Darwin Machinery Field Days. It's August 27 and 28. Buy your tickets online now. For all the event info, visit dmfd.com.au.
Discover Oztec Illusions, where art comes to life through skilled hands. Immerse yourself in the beauty of handcrafted wonders, meticulously created right here in Western Australia. With a deep commitment to craftsmanship, our pieces are not only fabulous one-of-a-kind statement pieces, but also beautiful collections of decor for the home and garden. With fire pits and garden arches, ornaments, sundials, bird baths and more. Explore our collection at oztekillusions.com.au.
Endless options, one solution. Total Plant Hire. Call 1300 11 Hire.
Find the heart of your home with a brand new kitchen from eKitchens. Premium brands such as Laminex, Polytech, Durapal and Bloom. Our custom-made cabinets can be delivered either flat-packed or pre-assembled. We also plant a tree for every kitchen sold, helping us grow a more sustainable future. Visit a showroom and speak to our friendly staff in Osborne Park, Joondalup, Midland, Forestdale and Bunbury. eKitchens. Kitchens made easy.
This is the definition of luck right now.
Will her dream deal
Do not jinx it.
become a nightmare? Tonight on 10.
Welcome to sport, everyone. St Kilda has reportedly made Harley Reid a massive offer in a bid to dislodge the talented youngster from West Coast. The Saints, desperate to land a big fish in their pursuit of the Star Eagle, has raised a few eyebrows. It'll take a monster contract to keep Nasiah Wangareen-Miller in red, white and black, while attempts are being made to lure Leek Aaliyah and Tom De Koning with big dollars.
They've made like a Godfather offer to Harley Reid
What?
of $25 million.
What?
Over $25 million over 12 years.
West Coast has accepted Liam Duggan's 2-week ban for rough conduct. Tom McCarthy an option to move back, though the mid-season draftee has been prominent in the midfield. His pre-game routine taking a drastic change since being drafted.
I didn't take footy that seriously at all, and as you know, I was eating sausage rolls, even a hot dog in there. It's all a bit of a joke, but as time went on, I obviously got rid of all that and focused on footy and really knuckled down my diet and stuff.
Ryan Marrick missed training this morning due to a corked thigh and is in doubt for the Bulldogs clash on the weekends. So no Duggan, Allen or even McGovern. So Liam Baker will lead the Eagles for the final 2 games of the season. Could it be a dress rehearsal for next year? Our man Paul Hazelby has his doubts. Here he is with Ash Nelson.
All right, Hayes, does Nat 5 go down as the greatest ever Docker?
Don't make me do it. It's between the 2 great ones from the Fremantle Dockers. I think peak 5, 2013 to 2020, was the highest level that we've ever seen from a Fremantle Dockers player. But the career of Matthew Pavlich, to do it for 353 games and have that sort of excellence over that period of time, probably still has him at number 1, but geez, it's a great debate.
Does knowing that Nat 5 is going to retire make it a little bit harder for Justin Longmuir?
I think every Fremantle supporter is rooting for the story for Nathan Fyfe to get that one chance, to be on the dais and get that premiership medal that we've all dreamt of, to be honest, and he's still got a chance to do it. So I don't envy Justin Longmuir and the decision-making process going ahead.
All right, and score out of 4 will see the future captain of West Coast lead this weekend.
I'm going to say 2. I think you're alluding to Liam Baker will take over this weekend, but I think Duggan's done a pretty good job. So he's in the position. I see no reason to make a change just yet. Now, does that allow the younger generation to come through? Guys like Ruben Jimby in recent weeks have certainly put his hand up.
Score out of 4. Should West Coast be worried about the reported $25 million offer for Harley Reid?
1. No, I think that's good for West Coast. They can either pay their amount to keep him. I think Harley Reid would rather stay here at West Coast than St Kilda. But also, if you've got a club so desperate to get him, it means if they do let him go West Coast and they set their price, they're going to get well rewarded from a draft pick point of view.
All right, time for Hayes' hair-raising moment with thanks to Ashley and Martin. Hayes, we're getting to the stage now where we're going to award $5,000 for the best hair-raising moment of the season, and they can give that to their charity of choice. We've already got a couple of early contenders, from Ruben Jimby's hair to Pat Voss's celebrations. But who are you putting forward this week?
Greatest segment on TV. Everybody wants the hair-raising moment, and there was one captain that wanted it more than anyone else on the weekend, and that was Alex Pearce. What a moment. What a play from Fremantle to set that up. Great kick from Caleb Sarong. And boy, I thought I'd seen that picture before back in the day with Longmuir and also Luke McFarlane kicking that ball in. But what a moment for Fremantle, and keeps their season alive.
Not bad hair as well, I say.
Good on you guys, and this guy's not me, I'm telling you. The bloodletting has started at Carlton with football boss Brad Lloyd on his way out, and while the on-field stars will stay, there will be more changes.
The coach may have been spared, but the axe has fallen on the Blues footy boss.
At the moment we're 14th on the ladder, and that's not good enough. So we need to be better than that, and how we get better than that will come to fruition.
Major on-field changes have also been forecast at the Blues, but riders declared high-priced stars Cripps, Mackay, Walsh, Wiedering and Curnow will all remain in navy blue.
We haven't got enough good players. We're like every team. We want more good players, I suppose, or elite players, and those guys are in that category. I'd hope they're here. They're all contracted.
And on the question of whether another AFL coach was approached by someone at the club, came this.
Well, not anyone in authority.
And the Hawks will be off to see the Wizard for at least another 3 years after the speedster agreed to a new deal today.
We've come so far from where we started last year, and it was definitely a no-brainer. Didn't cross my mind about leaving any other club.
Nick Butler, 10 News.
Essendon's Dylan Shield has copped a 1-game ban at the AFL Tribunal, and his coach Brad Scott returned serve, giving the judiciary and the AFL a whack.
While everyone is trying to make sense of this one, Brad Scott has his theories.
Yeah, we're in an environment at the moment where just, I think the AFL are pretty jumpy.
And he followed it up with a not-so-veiled clip at headquarters for the decision to send it to the tribunal without a grading.
The decision to me looks like we don't know either. So let's give it to someone else to decide.
While a broader duty of care does exist in the rules, Scott believes it should only apply to the opposition.
Talk about a triple whammy. We had a player injured, a free kick against, and then a tribunal case. So We've been penalised 3 times.
The Bombers still sweating on an answer from Sam Draper while joining the list of suitors for Jack Silvani, though they'd rather that hadn't got out.
You know, how these things enter the public forum, I'm not sure. All I know is it didn't come from Essendon.
In the short term, though, the issue remains injuries, and even a broken hand won't spell season over for skipper Zach Merritt.
Well, we still need to be able to field a team, is the short answer to that.
Katie Price, 10 News.
An emerging saint is this week's Rising Star nominee. WA product Hugh Boxall is loving life in Melbourne and the step up in standard of AFL football.
In terms of AFL, yeah, it's just there's so much stuff going on that's not just footy at the club as well. Like, we've got lots of meetings learning about like the game plan, and you don't really get that in the juniors. So I'm really enjoying learning more about the game in terms of the tactical side of it.
The 19-year-old is also studying engineering alongside the start of his AFL career. A change of venue 2 days out from West Coast AFLW season opener, with Leederville Oval determined unsafe to play on. The ground a slogfest for the Royals and the Bulldogs on Saturday in the WAFL, but after testing the playing surface following significant and persistent rainfall, the AFL has moved the game against Gold Coast on Thursday night to Mineral Resources Park. The Eagles' home base ticket holders can use their tickets to access the game at the new venue. Some pain relief for the West Coast Fever. Just a week after losing the Super Netball Grand Final, they have re-signed gun goal shooter Janelle Fowler-Nembard to a new one-year deal. The gun goal shooter led the league's scoring during the regular season despite missing the first 2 matches. 2026 will be her 9th season in green. Think you can play golf? Well, perhaps challenge yourself to 18 holes at Royal Waialki. 400 k's northeast of Perth, local farmers have banded together to get the country course with a regal name back up and running, even taking their naming request to the late Queen.
It's the gem in the crown of West Australian golf courses. Royal Waialki with a new lease on life thanks to its local farmers.
We've stayed dormant for, crikey, would have been 10 plus years. But yeah, we just do it all ourselves and chip in and have a bit of a mental health moment in the afternoon.
The rural clubhouse with a touch of regal. Royal Waialki's naming requests going all the way to Buckingham Palace.
Just telling her that I loved her and how good a woman she was, and just saying that would we be able to have a blessing and permission to use the royal name and the title of the golf club. Well, in her response, she didn't say that we couldn't use the royal name, but it's actually a mark of favour by the Governor-General.
This year's annual Open Day peaking at a whopping 112 golfers, more than double the population of the town itself.
Great heart. This cult following and just a good fun day out, and I haven't heard any bad reports, and the word's getting around.
The rules when you're there, well, they're simple. Just check the back of the scorecard.
No shooting backwards, no politics.
Navigating the course, however, a little more challenging.
Definitely, you got a lot of tiger country that you probably wouldn't even attempt to go in and retrieve a ball.
And in a remote area, golf is more than a game. It's a rare chance for connection and support.
Crucial to be able to just get down and also just to give those community members that you know that might be struggling a little bit to try and get them involved as well.
Valued sponsorship for the Open Day critical, so too grants to make it a space for all ages.
Like some good playground equipment for the kids and just to make it, more accommodating.
An ambition, we say, is a real hole-in-one. Ashley Nelson, 10 News.
NBA #1 pick Cooper Flagg now puts on a summer camp at Maine University, and if the kids think he is going to play nice, well, they're wrong.
Hey, no! Give me 2 hands. Oh, my goodness.
So for putting on a show and showing the kids who's boss, the Mavericks' Cooper Flagg can also power away with our play of the day. I did that to my kids in the backyard, embarrassed them all the time, each and every night after work.
I'm sure. Thanks a lot. Coming up next, Bo is back with all of your weather details.
got Australians running around calling themselves gods and kings. So I'm here to give them a long overdue devil of a thrashing. Compliments of Africa.
Rob takes on Australia's best. Sunday on 10.
Everything you need is under one roof at Hare & Forbes Machinery House. And if you need somewhere to put it, we've got toolboxes and storage for home, for work, or the office in all shapes and sizes. Hare & Forbes Machinery House, Kewdale.
Your journey, your way. With Perslow Tanetti Funerals.
At Bunnings, we love helping you with your projects.
And giving you tips on what you need.
But you can't download us.
There's no Colin app, unfortunately.
There's no Steve app either.
So we do have the Bunnings app.
Bunnings is a pretty big place, so like me, the app can point you in the right direction.
And it can tell you what aisle of products in at your local warehouse. The Bunnings app can really help you save time shopping. It's kind of like having a team member in your pocket. And no, I won't fit in your pocket, sorry.
Download the app today.
Bunnings Warehouse!
At Yes Approved Finance, we believe every dream is within reach. Whether it's your first car, a family caravan, the boat you've always wanted, or you need a truck, we're here to help.
Yes Approved Finance?
Yes Approved Finance.
Get Yes Approved today. Our easy, fast and personalised finance solutions mean you get approved and get moving faster than you think. Yes Approved Finance. Financing your lifestyle. Visit Yes Approved Finance at yesapproved.com.au.
What is a homemaker centre? A place to dream, a place to be inspired, a place to mix and match, a place to connect, a place to grow closer, a place to make a home. With over 65 stores, we've got everything you need to centre your home. Homemaker Centre Bunbury.
Find the heart of your home with a brand new kitchen from eKitchens. Premium brands such as Laminex, Polytech, Durapal and Bloom. Our custom-made cabinets can be delivered either flat-packed or pre-assembled. We also plant a tree for every kitchen sold, helping us grow a more sustainable future. Visit a showroom and speak to our friendly staff in Osborne Park, Joondalup, Midland, Forestdale and Bunbury. eKitchens. Kitchens made easy.
Just recently we were driving and I'm watching the engine guard and I'm watching the temperature change. It's amazing how it alerts us in real time.
At one stage when we blew a fan belt, the standard temperature gauge was reading normal, but the engine guard picked it up and the alarm went off quite loudly and I was able to pull over immediately and that saved us blowing up an engine.
It's not a lot of money. It's worth it.
Engine Guard. Free call 1800 720018.
It's not just your hearing. For us, it's your life. That's why we created the Amplifon Way, our unique approach to professional hearing care, powered by our trusted expertise and ongoing care. Book a free hearing test.
KFC's burger has shocked health experts. Parrot has been driven around Melbourne at 100 k's an hour.
What was it like in the newsroom? Those two stories came in.
The cheap seats tonight on 10.
Watch Extreme Free.
It's interest rates decision day. Speak to the Treasurer. What does it mean for you? All the details coming up next.
Plus, the
Promote products on social media.
and the DOGG is coming to the G.
Hello, welcome back. It was a glorious winter's day across Perth. Let's check out some people who are out and about enjoying it. It hit the water, our warmest day since May. An early taste of what's to come for spring, with plenty of people and plenty of sunshine out and about at Kings Park, Lake Munga and pretty much everywhere else across Western Australia today. The satellite image shows clear skies throughout the day, which is why we had a chilly start and that lovely warmth today. Approaching the coast though, a big band of cloud with another front on the way. The synoptic chart shows that front will move over the southwest of the state later tomorrow and then through remaining southern parts overnight and into Thursday. Rainfall for the next 24 hours. Showers developing southwest of a line from Jurien Bay to Walpole during the afternoon and then spreading to the southwest of Denham to Bremer Bay during the east and the lower west districts during the evening. For Brisbane, a possible shower for Sydney. Sunny. In region, a bit of cloud. Showers degrees the maximum, and on the south coast showers increasing and 23 degrees. August day to begin with, and showers increasing from about lunchtime onwards. It'll be windy, especially along the coast as well. Minimums from 10 degrees and then maximums forecast to hit 24 and 25. There's a strong wind warning for Perth local waters tomorrow, with winds north to northeasterly to 20 knots, reaching up to 30 knots in the evening. Seas increasing to 2.5 metres. Sunrise at 6:54 in the morning and setting at 5:49 in the evening. A sunny morning across the city tomorrow, and then showers increasing after that, most likely coming in the late afternoon and the evening, up to 10 millimetres forecast. Minimum from 11 and a maximum forecast to hit 24 degrees again. And keep in mind, the August average is usually around 19. Our extended forecast, showers easing on Thursday, still another 10 millimetres. Friday down to 5 in the morning and then a nice day. And a sight for sore eyes for kids' sports this weekend, and of course the parents with them. Saturday 20 and sunny, and Sunday 21 degrees and cloudy, just the slight chance of a shower later in the day there. Monday 23 degrees and mostly sunny, and Tuesday a very high chance of more showers, up to 25 millimetres here. So Nat, today was an early taste of spring. I'm not pulling your leg, but we've got a couple more days to go before we get through to the real thing.
Boom, boom. I like it. Thanks, Fo. And that is 10 News live from Perth for this Tuesday, the 12th of August. I'm Natalie Forrest. Thank you for your company. We look forward to seeing you the same time tomorrow. Have a great night.